Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I'm gonna talk about Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century. Now, Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century was this Disney Channel original movie that made its debut on January of 1999, and it was based on a book of the same name. Now, this movie is, well, of course, about a girl named Zenon, and she is played by Kirsten Storms. Now, in the movie, Zenon lives in the uh, she and her family live in a space station in the year 2049, and she was mostly like any other teenage girl. Of course, it's supposed to be a teenage girl in the 21st century, at least the middle of it, and well, yeah, she like spent time with her friends and go to school and all that stuff. And let's see, oh yes, she is also a big fan of this famous of this rock star called Protozoa, and she even won a contest to be on stage with him for a number. Now, one day, she did something she was supposed to do, like well, like flying in space, even though she didn't have the permission to do such a thing, and she tried she, to do that without adult supervision, and well, it gonna cause some problems, in the space station, and well, as punishment, she was grounded. But when her parents saw she was grounded, or at least that they're grounding her, they were not talking about having her go to her room. They were really grounding her, as in she was she was sent to Earth to stay with her Aunt Judy until it was decided for her to go back to the space station again. And Sita wasn't happy about it. And then after she met with her aunt, well, as soon as she started going to school on Earth, she had trouble fitting in because, well, living on Earth is very different than from living in the space station. Also, some of the kids give her a hard time, especially this girl called Margie, and yeah, she was a mean girl. However, not all the kids, gave her a hard time. I mean, there was a boy named Greg who was trying to well help her out, and they spent time with each other, and yes, and a romance has been developed between Greg and Cena. Since Greg is a teenage boy and Cena's a teenage girl, and But anyway, eventually, Cena fell not a plot by the owner of the space station, who, well, he was planning to destroy it so he collect insurance money. And so Cena, along with some other kids, even Marcy, decided to help her out, and eventually she met up with Producer. Oh, and also Judy had managed to find Cena, and then well, both of them went into this rocket, or yes, rocket ship, and well, with Protozoa, and then of course Julie, she wasn't really too keen about it because, well, she didn't like the idea of flying. So anyway, they managed to get to the space station, and eventually they found the culprits and they got arrested, and everybody was saved. And the movie ended with a concert by Producer with him singing the song called Supernova Girl. And also, at the end of the movie, Commander Blank met Anjuli, and they started a relationship together, and of course, then well, that was the end of the movie. And but when I first saw it, I did like it. I especially enjoyed the future clothes that kids in the space station were wearing, and back then I wish that we couldn't wear those kind of clothes as well, but that would be considered wearing costumes and not actual clothes, and plus it's supposed to be future clothes, not clothes from 1999. Although the kids on Earth in the movie were what looks like regular clothes, but well anyway, 2 years later came another Zenon movie called Zenon the Sequel, and Zenon is now 2 years older, and well it's what revealed that it's been revealed that both she and Greg were in a long distance relationship, but Greg decided to end it, and well, Zenon well, first of all, I mean, I do understand. I mean, yes, it's not a happy situation, but personally, I do kind of get it because for me, I prefer to date a woman who is not too far from me. I mean, who I can see like on a regular basis. Not once every few months or anything like that. Well, anyway, well, as seen on well, as she blamed Marcy, for giving her the idea, even though it was never really revealed if that was really the case or not. Now, one day, well, Sina, well, she was using the computer's blank, I think, database or something to play some kind of game, and it kind of got trouble, and well, as punishment, Sina was put on alien patrol duty, and to make matter worse, Margie, her rival from the first movie, well, she came to the space station, and well, it was because her father was I think a general, I think he was, who was also Commander Blank's boss, and well, Marcy threatened that she could tell her father certain things that would cause Xenon and her parents to leave the space station and come back to Earth, and it was given a hard time. Now, one day when Xenon was on her early patrol duty, she heard a signal, and then as she listened closely, um, it was the melody for Supernova Girl. And then Xenon came up with the idea that these aliens wanted to meet Protozoa, so he can sing for them. And when Xenon decided to go to Earth on her own, of course, it was revealed that Machi snuck in. Then they ended up in they landed on Earth, and once they entered Protozoa's home, at least in yard, there was some kind of trap, but it was more like a tickling trap. And when Protozoa arrived, he was surprised to see Xenon. And well, Xenon explained to, well, at Protozoa's house, Xenon explained the situation, and at first he said that he did do the space thing, but Xenon told him that he could be the first rock star to perform for aliens. And well, eventually he was convinced, and he decided to go with the girls to help them out. Also, around the same time, well, parts of the space station were being removed because something that happened from the first movie, and yes, a lot of the many families who live there, well, they have to go back to Earth before the space station is completely dismantled. And later on, well, eventually, Xenon and her friends met up with the aliens, and well, it turns out they didn't contact her to meet for the show, but they were using the melody from the song to get the attention of the people from the space station. And well, well, they said that they've been they were able to go home for 3 years, and they needed help. And one of the girls asked why they didn't do what they had to do if there are several events as they claim to be. Well, the aliens gave an answer, and the translation Sinan gave was that taking without asking is not polite. So not only were these aliens advanced, but you also have good manners. So they were given permission, and eventually the spaceship was reassembled, and everybody who was sent to Earth can go back now. And the oh yes, movie ended with a concert. But only this time, this concert was doing a wedding because Commander Flynn got finally married Aunt Julie, and oh, and also Margie arrived, and told her that she convinced her father to her stay, and well after she asked Zenon about what she thinks of this, Zenon decided to give or Margie another chance, and they became friends, and that was the end of the second movie. And then came the third and final movie of the Zenon franchise, which was Zenon C3. Now, in this movie, Zenon is 80 years old, and she was a contestant for this athletics tournament with teenagers. We also meet a new character called it is this young girl named Tasha who I think a few years younger than Zenon was in the first movie. And Commander Blank and Aunt Julie were planning to adopt her as their daughter. And then let's see. Oh yes, also well this event was meant to well the tournament was meant to honor the moon goddess Selena, and and eventually everybody involved in the competition, like the players and judges and everybody else, they were all going to compete on the moon, because that's where the competition was taking place. And also, oh yes, before that happened, well, Tasha, the girl who Sinan's at an uncle were planning to adopt, she heard the two, well, Tasha heard her soon-to-be parents saying some things, and well, she thought they were talking about her, but no, they were talking about the puppy. Oh, I forgot to mention that Tasha, she was a big fan of Xena. Like, she looked up to her, and well, she was excited that Xena was going to be her cousin. Now, Xena, she drove, and then after she arrived, she found that Tasha snuck in, and when Tasha told her, about what she heard, Xena asked if she was they were talking about the puppy, and Tasha didn't know what she was talking about. And then she realized, what really happened. And well, anyway, Sina eventually told her, her aunt and uncle, that is safe for her and that she'll be alright. Oh, another thing that Photosova came back as well. Only I think he was played by a different actor this time around. And well, around this time he was started to become one of those has-been rock stars because there was a new group called Cosmic Flash and they were new and well, Photosova he's the one that's relevant to the young crowd, even though some of the young crowd are new. But anyway, yes, they started the competition and well, during the movie, the weather I don't know was going crazy, like snow in Hawaii and a bunch of other stuff. And then Zenon, well, she went out, wearing a spacesuit to find out what's going on, and she met up with Celine, the goddess of the moon. Only only well, Celine, she didn't look anything like in the pictures that were shown to us in the movie. I mean, she looked more like a teenage girl who was wearing some kind of like a punk outfit or something like that. But anyway, Celine told Sinan that she wants everybody to leave the moon or things are gonna get worse. It also revealed that the guy who planned the whole, tournament thing on the moon, he was planning to also colonize it, make like some kind of civilization. And there was this guy, Finnish boy, who knew this was up to something and wanted to stop because he claimed that the moon should be left alone, or at least not colonized. And then, Sinan, she told him what had happened, and well, nobody believed her at first, but then Selena stepped in, and everyone was convinced, and so everyone and did the part to dismantle, the arena, and but everybody was safe. They succeeded, and later there was a concert on the beach featuring Rodosova and Cosmic Flash, and the song was "Out of This World." Oh, and I forgot to mention, and see, and I think the sequel, the concert was "The Galaxy Is Ours." But anyway, back to the third movie. Yes, with the concert, and also, the guy who was planning to colonize the moon. Well, he contacted Xenon and told her that he was planning to make a colony on Mars, and other scenery might have what happened with Celine. He also pointed out that Mars is the god of war, and and of course, this boy and Cena, had the first kiss, and that was the end of the movie, as well as the entire Xenon trilogy. And yes, when I was younger, I did watching these movies, and well, it was a lot of idea of having because back then I didn't hang out with much teenagers at the time because didn't get along with much of the students I knew over there because well I had better luck in the kind of school I went to, but there was only one public high school, only one high school in the town I was living in. It was a public school, so but I won't get much that. That's not what this video is about. But anyway, yes, I did like the Cena movies, and I would watch them. I mean, whenever they would air on Disney Channel, at least whenever I got the chance. And these are good movies to watch for kids as well. I mean, this was back when kids shows did, movies and TV shows for kids didn't go to the direction they have gone to these days. So if you're a parent, then that movie is all right for them to watch. Since you don't have to worry about them seeing anything in these movies that they shouldn't watch. So yes, I think that's all I can say about Zenon in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.